Hello, welcome, and my love to all of you. This is Anshu Sharma here. In the first episode, we discussed a control structure is negatively charged and is devoid of heart based frequencies. It is an absorbing, not a radiating force, using concentrated energies of other life forms and entities and also human beings. Negative programs are put in place and propagated using media, powerful computer algorithms, and movies, phones, and TV extra. The link of part 1 is included in the description box. Let us explore and discuss why there are some of the reasons why we can expect an imminent fall of the Cabal, Archons, reptilian control structure in divine timing. Humans are already free, they are born free, but out of their own attachments, mental programs, mental patterns, and influences, they create self imposed prisons. Many souls are realizing this and they have freed themselves, and many more are now in the process. After the arrival of star seeds, truthers, channels, mediums, inherent awareness of freedom in general population increased. Gradually, the light of consciousness increased, and at present, there is a predominance of positively charged polarized frequencies on our planet. Due to this, far more concentration and power is needed to hold the negative third dimensional structure. Many negative programs are seeded, but only a few minority can manifest to fruition. Increased transparency is revealing even the manifested programs, creating a polarity of more resistance and more awakening. Illusions of conflicts, confusions, and doubts are being exposed at a much faster rate than before. Irrespective of color, caste, and creed, many more humans are joining in unity consciousness. More and more people are getting aware of the main strategy of control, that is, divide and rule and take advantage from both warring factions. Now, what is happening? More focus than before is required, and it has an effect of burning itself out due to the lack of sustenance of negative programs. In the past, matrix was easy to create and sustain, and it was harder for the positive service to others magicians to create and hold their positive structure due to the dominance of denser, slow moving negative frequencies. The denser negative frequencies, they reside closer to earth, and that is why the souls were not able to ascend higher, and they were falling into the repetitive reincarnation cycles and loops. This changed with the arrival of star seeds and more light which has been coming from the galactic center. And then there was a rising of indigo warriors who recognized the falsehood and also rejected the control structure. The indigo warriors those who have got a strong inbuilt warrior template, they have got an inbuilt radar pointing north that simply cannot be compromised. Then there were also crystal beacons projecting humility, service, unconditional love, and compassion. These people kept the light of unconditional love and forgiveness in spite of creation of darker and unpardonable evil programs. Codes of light activated many unawakened souls who started holding more and more light within themselves. More and more light was and still is being anchored on the planet. As more souls ascended, fifth dimensional lighter frequencies are now well anchored and dominant on the planet. Natural, connected to the source, service to others is a radiating force. It's a radiating force from the heart, encompassing unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. It is connected to the heart frequencies, the frequencies which are directly connected to the galactic center. Free ascended souls are breaking through doors, windows, and walls of negatively created etheric castles used for trapping innocent souls. Awareness is fast spreading throughout the telepathic grid of light and is catching. People are rising in courage and also becoming self-sovereign. They are withdrawing their consent and refusing to go along with any sort of external control and validation. In a nutshell, this is happening in the positive polarity of increasing light of consciousness. Now let us briefly see what is happening in the negative polarity of consciousness. Why they are not able to create and sustain their negative programs as much as they were doing it before. In the last century, due to the prevailing dominant denser negative frequencies, the baton of control could easily be passed on to the eager future controllers. They were eager and willing to consciously carry on, while some other controllers carried on due to sheer control, some for submission, and some other for fear. The things changed drastically in the past few decades, especially due to the predominance of lighter energies. Next generation is not as willing as before to sustain the matrix due to many reasons of their own. Some grew up in an atmosphere of control and order following. This led to a decrease in conscious intelligence and willpower. Some grew up in an atmosphere of affluence, decreasing their willpower to hold more and more, making them feel less attractive towards other uh, towards negative structure and more attractive towards other lighter frequencies of freedom, love, and light. This amounted to the decline of power hungry souls. Fractions between the controller families diluted this structure further. Then technology was used to create cyborgs, clones, and more 3D humans. This created more order followers, but less intelligent, conscious, and willing controllers. Dumbed down society is unable to provide force and potency to maintain the matrix, as at least some level of intelligence and consciousness is required to hold any structure. Slowly, there was less energy put in, resulting in less negative energy out to maintain the matrix. Introduction of parallel quantum financial system, which is parallelly running and is expected to come in full force sooner. This also caught many bankers who were transferring funds to their elite controllers through swift banking transfers. And when they were caught, their cheating and their uh, cheating came as a surprise to many of them because it was amounting the 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 money which was being transferred was amounting to about 85% of the income of their income, and they were using this income for trading. Due to all these and many other reasons, 3D matrix is fast shrinking and the bottom of the funnel is fast narrowing down and also closing. Basically, any creation, whether positive or negative, requires conscious participation of intelligent, conscious creators. They may not be, some may be conscious, some may be unconscious, but a level of intelligence is required. As time goes, more such creators take place of the old and the work remains in progress. Heart plays a big role in creation of the positive polarity and ultimately fifth dimension. Heart is fearless and likes to travel in the unknown, just following the passion, truth, and faith. This is a path of growth. Though people make mistakes, but in freedom they learn and change their course, and also they can change their timelines. Negative controlling structure skips heart based frequencies. Freedom of making mistakes and learning from them is denied. This gradually results in decline of consciousness and ultimately results in a dying situation. Consciousness of the planet is moving forward towards 5D. Negative structure is also a part of consciousness, and it has to keep up moving. It is following a timeline of death and extinction if it also does not move forward along with the consciousness. So, this moving forward of the negative structure and slowly decline of the conscious participation of the controllers together with more dumbed down population and many other reasons like coming financial control system, all this has been realized by some of the top controllers, and they realized that this is a path towards extension, and unless they choose or incorporate the heart structure, they will not move forward to the fifth dimension. So some of the top controllers have decided to switch the direction, and hopefully many more will soon follow. What do you think? Please add more comments and more reasons if you come up with any. Your comments not only aid your own free expression, but it provides others also a chance to hold various perspectives. Holding more perspectives broadens our mind, and we move forward from limited to more and more expansion of the mind. Thanks for listening. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Share because sharing is what is spreading the light. Now you know more light will aid more human freedom. Thanks for listening. I take your leave.